welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time seeing my face, hi, my name's Kat. I really like musicals. I'm the musical theater cult president. Did I say cult? I meant club. If you're new here and I haven't scared you away yet, hit subscribe. So today we're going to talk about something that I keep seeing all over social media. And not because it's popping up everywhere, it's because I keep getting tagged in it, so I guess you guys want me to talk about it. So today we're going to talk a little bit about Dove Cameron. So if you guys don't know Dove Cameron, she was a Disney Channel star. She was in a franchise of movies called Descendants, and she has now seemingly entered the world of live musical theater, most prevalently and most well known for Hairspray Live and Mamma Mia at the Hollywood Bowl. All of these live musical events kind of thrive off of stunt casting, having celebrities who are well known in their own fields coming over into the world of musical theater. Same thing for the musicals at the Hollywood Bowl, so that's nothing new. That stuff makes sense. What you guys have been tagging me in recently is Dove Cameron's more permanent venture into the world of musical theater with Clueless off Broadway and the newly announced production of Light in the Piazza, which, if you're new here or you don't know, Light in the Piazza is one of my favorite scores. Out of my top 3 dream roles, I've gotten to play Christine in Phantom of the Opera, I've played Cinderella in Into the Woods, but I still haven't played Clara in Light in the Piazza, and that's kind of my dream. So I've been getting tagged in that announcement a lot, and you guys have been wanting to hear what I have to say about it. So let's jump into this, because this kind of feeds into a bigger idea as a whole. Question of the day: what do you think about celebrities in musical theater? Let me know in the comments down below, because I am definitely going to share my opinions on that in just a sec. And leave me another comment at the end of this video letting me know if your opinion has changed on the subject. I think that'd be really interesting. First off, let me preface this by saying that I am not friends with Dove Cameron. I don't know her. I had a couple of friends who were in Mamma Mia with her. She's done some stuff for the company that I host a web show for. I've met her sister Claire, who's a phenomenal vocal coach. She's a mentor on the web show that I host, but I've never met Dove. I've never watched anything she's been in aside from Hairspray Live. So that's where I am in terms of how I know her, aka I don't know her. And I think that's also the same boat that a lot of people are in who are very opinionated about her casting, whether they be very for it or very against it. So here's my opinion about it. I've never heard her sing legit, and I've never seen her perform live, so how can I have an opinion on it? Clara is such a complex and dense role, not just emotionally, but vocally as well. Just because we haven't seen or heard someone display the talent necessary to do a certain role doesn't mean that they don't have it. She might have a beautiful, legit soprano voice and we've just never heard it before. We don't know. I know someone tagged me in her singing the title song from Light in the Piazza, but she was just kind of singing it. She wasn't singing it in the style of the show. She was just messing around in a hallway. We can't judge her performance off of her like singing in a hallway. If you guys don't know Light in the Piazza, it's an incredibly legit, beautiful, contemporary operatic score. Adam Gettle, the composer, has many influences from both Sondheim and Rodgers and Hammerstein because his mom was Mary Rodgers of Once Upon a Mattress, aka daughter of Richard Rodgers, and his mentor was Stephen Sondheim. So it's incredibly legit, it's operatic, it's lush. Renee Fleming is cast in this production with Dove Cameron, which I can't wait to hear Renee Fleming sing this. So we know that they're retaining this gorgeous, legit operatic sound for the show, which I think is incredibly important because this score is gorgeous. And this is why I have zero problems with casting well-known people if the performer can do the role. For instance, think about Sarah Bareilles in Waitress. So many people threw a fit when they were like, oh, a pop star is making her Broadway debut. Sarah Bareilles wrote the music. Sarah Bareilles is a fantastic entertainer and actress and comedian. And she brought in ticket sales. She brought in people who wouldn't have seen the show otherwise. So going back to this Dove Cameron Light in the Piazza thing, Light in the Piazza hasn't done that great financially in the past. People just don't know this show. They don't really give it a shot. It doesn't get produced a lot. So think about how much business and publicity this show is getting now. Think about all of the young people who might see their very first musical just because they liked Dove on Disney Channel. My favorite underrated score is getting free publicity to 22 million people every time Dove Cameron posts a picture on Instagram. I understand how frustrating it can be when you repeatedly see people who already have a career doing what you want to do, because girl, I would kill to do Light in the Piazza. That being said, someone else's success doesn't diminish your own. In fact, especially when it comes to musical theater that's already struggling to get by, if someone succeeds, that's success for all of us. This helps our art thrive and continue to live and continue to be profitable. I am totally fine with her being in this role and doing Light in the Piazza as long as she can sing and act the role as needed and as written, which at this point, we don't know. We don't have that information yet. Tearing someone else down doesn't lift you up. It just adds more negativity into the world. And the world is already kind of on fire as is, so the least we can do is support other people who love the same art we do. And this kind of goes with something I was tagged in also, and I wasn't even going to talk about this. I have my show notes in front of me, and I wasn't going to talk about this, but now I'm on my soapbox, so I guess I'm gonna talk about it. One of the big musical theater websites posted something about, like, which YouTuber do you want to see on Broadway next? Which I think is really cool because there are so many multi-talented people on YouTube. And, like, I felt so honored to be tagged in it because, oh my gosh, thank you guys. And I was tagged amongst people like Colleen Ballinger and Thomas Sanders. Really incredible performers. People who have been doing musical theater professionally prior to doing YouTube or in concurrence of doing YouTube. And so many of the comments were so positive and so sweet and so supportive. And then there were a bunch of people who started commenting some really negative stuff. And it wasn't directed toward me, it was just at YouTubers and internet people in general. Basically with the sentiment of, can't we just have performers who are actually good? Basically those people failed to see that there might be an overlap of people who are well known on the internet and trained in musical theater. What? I do musical theater professionally. I am a professional actress. I would be doing this if I had YouTube or if I didn't have YouTube. That kind of sweeping generalization of YouTubers are untalented really hurt, and I didn't like it. And that circles back to celebrities being cast in musicals. Just because we don't necessarily see those talents on display in everyday life or on the sitcom that they work on or wherever we know them from, just because we can't see a talent doesn't mean it's not there. Something I wanted to add, the disproportionate casting of mainstream celebrities versus established musical theater performers on Broadway and the West End is a separate issue and one that I'd really like to discuss in the future. Maybe on my upcoming podcast. I feel like that's kind of a podcasty topic. Even though my podcast won't exclusively be about musical theater, it'll be about everything, including musical theater, because let's be real, musical theater is a huge part of my life. So let me know if that's a topic you guys would want to discuss or what other topics you guys would want to discuss, especially stuff not necessarily pertaining to Broadway or musical theater. You can also subscribe to my second channel, Party at Cats, because that is where the podcast stuff is going to live. Also, if you like vlogs and lifestyle things, that's also over there, so give it a look. So, thanks for letting me rant. I hope you guys are having a great day. I love you so much. Break a leg, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!